Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's Mark with GeorgeTune.com and I'm back with another video. This time around I want to talk to you about razor irritation, razor burn, razor bumps, and how to overcome it. Well, probably the first thing you can do right off the bat is use a milder razor. You might be using a razor that's a little too aggressive, or you might be using a blade that's a little too aggressive. Now the mild razor, my go-to mild razor is absolutely, definitely the Vikings Blade Godfather. This has the classic Gillette Tech head to it, and it is very forgiving, it is very mild, and no nicks, no cuts, really no irritation. If you find that you've used a razor that is irritating your skin, maybe through lack of proper technique, you're pressing too hard, maybe the blade is too sharp, maybe the blade is too dull, whatever the reason, give this razor a try. This will really help. It is very mild. It is very forgiving. It's a three-piece razor. Comes with a handle and, of course, a cap and a base plate. And again, it's a very mild razor. This definitely is my go-to razor if I'm fiddling around with vintage razors that I find out later are too aggressive, and maybe I'm getting right on that borderline of irritating my skin. I pull this guy out. And I also use a Vikings Blade razor blade. These are rated mild. They're sharp, they're smooth, and they're mild. So this blade with this razor will give you a really nice mild shave and an efficient shave as well. You'll cut the whisker. It has a nice wide cutting angle to it. So, if you're off a little bit with your technique, you'll still cut whisker. It's a terrific razor for a beginner as well. If you're coming from, say, a cartridge razor where you're using long handles, this is a long handled razor, so approximately about the same length, maybe a little less, but still, it'll help you make that step from cartridge to safety razor to where you'll become more acclimated to using it. One other razor that is very mild is the Merkur HD34C. It's a shorter handled razor. It's a two-piece razor. And again, it's very mild. It has a more narrow cutting angle to it. So your technique has to be spot on to really get the whisker. But very mild. Another great go-to razor if you want a nice, mild shave. And of course, pair it with a mild blade like the Vikings Blade razor blade. Last, in the razor category, if you have an adjustable razor like the Merkur Progress, you can go ahead and adjust that down to, from 2 all the way down to 1, the lowest setting right there, and get a very mild shave. Of course, these are more expensive, but they're good if you're starting out, because you can start out mild, learn the technique, and then increase the aggressiveness of the razor over time, over some months, and really get a terrific shave with something like this. So that's another option for you. If you do develop razor irritation, some bumps, ingrown hairs, that sort of thing, again, a variety of reasons. But the thing to do is to do away with an aftershave splash that has alcohol in it for some time and go to something that is alcohol-free. There are a variety of products out there. The first one is Peraso. This is specifically made for sensitive skin to be used with their other line of products for a sensitive shave, sensitive skin shave. But this is really very good, a very good aftershave balm. Another one that I like a lot that's very similar is Nivea for sensitive skin. This is a post-shave balm. You can find this in a variety of local big box stores, discount stores, that sort of thing, and online as well. I'll have links to this and also the Peraso. If you have an Avon representative in your area, boy, this stuff is really great too. It's called Wild Country, has a great scent to it, and it's also a very good moisturizing aftershave balm. So that's really good too. And I'm not saying get rid of alcohol-based splashes or balms at all. For instance, Vikings Blade makes a very good aftershave balm called Forest Frost. It has a touch of alcohol in there, which I tend to like. I'm just saying that if you want to get rid of alcohol for a while, you can use these, and if you want to reintroduce it, this might be a good way to reintroduce a little more alcohol and then get back to perhaps an alcohol splash, or use the alcohol splash along with an aftershave balm, depending on your skin type, depending on the season as well. In winter, you want a little more moisture. In summer, maybe not so much. Last but not least, this is the top shelf product of all. This will actually help heal your razor burn, your razor bumps, your ingrown hair. This is definitely a godsend. It's my go-to. It's called the Shavier from Gentleman's Lounge. You can see for razor burn, bumps, ingrown hair remedy, it is absolutely terrific. I'll have links below where you can get it. This is really very, very effective when you first put it on. You will feel a stinging, almost like alcohol, although I believe it is alcohol-free. But has some natural botanicals and other really good stuff in there, moisturizers, that gives you that little zing, that little sting, and then it really goes about healing the skin to where within days you'll see a noticeable improvement in razor burn, razor irritation, that sort of thing. So the Shavier, again, that is really a terrific, terrific product. And you can also spot treat. So if you have a little bit of a burn, you can spot treat. You can use it at night. When you shave in the morning, you can spot treat with this on your neck. Wherever you might have a problem area on your chin, wherever, let it set up, let it dry, and then you can use your aftershave balm on top of that. Really a terrific, terrific product. I can't recommend it enough. So check out the Shavier. And also these other tips that I shared with you. Mild razor. If you're just starting out with a safety razor, you might want to go with a milder razor to start out with and kind of work your way up. I know I've made the mistake of using an adjustable razor and turning it up as high as I can, thinking I'm going to get a closer shave. And you know what? Boy, if it wasn't for the Godfather razor blade, I'd probably be hurting quite a bit. I know we all want to try to get that more aggressive shave to where we get that really, really smooth closeness. Well, you know what? Sometimes a nice, mild shave really is the way to go. And you get a nice close shave with a nice mild razor and a nice mild razor blade, and use a nice aftershave balm, you get a really nice result, especially with no irritation, no razor burn, no razor bumps, that sort of thing. Okay, hey, thanks very much. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found that helpful. Comment below, let me know. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog for my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this, and I'll see you again real soon.